Welcome to the Park Hoppin podcast. I'm your host Anthony. I'm here with my two friends, George and Xavier. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hello. Doing pretty good.
It was
Nice and
doing well.
Hurricane Hillary.
I'm
Yeah.
over here in the middle of nowhere in the Central Valley, so
Okay, let's not dox ourselves here.
Man doxed himself 3 seconds into the podcast. That's actually crazy.
but you said Hurricane Hillary, so
Yeah, so I could be anywhere between Baja, California, all the way up to North California into Vegas. So
And even Arizona.
yeah, and Arizona. So I guess if they're GeoGuessr gods, then they might be able to find me.
Well, he's in Los Angeles. Boom, got him.
Got him. Dang, that's crazy.
Ooh.
Anyways, speaking of Los Angeles, Disney's in SoCal. I don't know what this has to do with Hurricane Hillary, or what our topic today, but the topic we're talking about, how accessible are the theme parks in SoCal and in Florida and maybe across the world. I'm here with, I guess, I don't want to say disabled people because that's kind of a messed up way to say it, but you guys have experience of some kind of disability that probably has affected you standing and walking long distances.
Yes, it has.
Every day, every step.
Okay, we don't need to get personal here, but yeah, you have to deal with something that causes it hard for you to walk. So when was the last time you went to Disney? You said when you were like 5?
Oh no, the last time I went to Disney was the summer before my freshman year
Of college or for high school?
of high school.
Okay.
That was like 2012.
Oh,
I was about like 12 years old, I guess. No.
So you were
It's
14.
high school, so I was like, what, 14? Yeah.
And were you in the same condition as you are now, or were you better about it?
I was better. It was barely starting.
Okay. So,
yeah, go ahead.
if or when you would go now, how would you get around? Would you walk? Would you get like a wheelchair? Would be in a wheelchair, electric vehicle? Because Disney offers for a fee. There's always a fee. I believe it's $60 to rent a electric, like those little scooters you see old people use.
Honestly,
I charge for those.
Well, yeah, they gotta charge for everything. How do they make money off of you?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's highway robbery.
That's highway robbery. No, it's street level robbery or sidewalk robbery because there are no streets.
So do they charge for the regular wheelchair or is it
It's the regular wheelchairs. I think like $15 for like.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know you can bring your own wheelchair. Cookie, you probably have a wheelchair.
I don't have one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, but if you were to go before you get a wheelchair, would you would want to rent one of these, even if it cost you an arm and a leg?
Well, since it's Disney and you're literally walking forever all day long, I would rent the scooter for sure.
You'd be whipping that down Main Street,
Yup, I'd be
running over the little kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think for definitely like an all-day thing like Disney or something of that nature, it would be definitely worth the while to spend the $60 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
most definitely.
especially if it's hot, you can at least you're sitting down. We can sit on your lap if we need to, if we're all tired. Or you could.
Yeah, I was about to say we could like zip tie a
chair.
freaking umbrella to the basket or
Yeah.
something.
Make sure you're nice
Yeah,
and
'cause
cool.
the whole point is to enjoy the experience, and if you're out there in pain and shit,
Yeah.
you're not really enjoying it. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
would rent the scooter for sure.
yeah, they might be able to sell you like a umbrella for like $90 too, if you're lucky.
You can go buy a nice cheap umbrella for $90. That doesn't even do anything. Fold in half during Hurricane Hillary.
See-through one.
A clear one.
See-through Mickey umbrella.
Yeah.
I hope
for
the scooter got
$90.
cup holders.
When I went for my birthday earlier in the year, we got one for my grandma, and she got one. It has like a little basket you can put your cups, your shirts, your sweaters. You can put everything in there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll hella use that. That's hella dope.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can, for the most part, bring them in any line, so you don't have to leave it and stand up and still walk in line. So those lines are like 50 minutes, 60 minutes.
Oh, they let you be in line with it.
Yeah, you little beep beep.
That's dope.
So at Disney, do they have like the disability like pass, I guess you call it.
Yeah. So they have a program called DAS, the Disability. It's loading. Disability Access Service. I can't speak English. You do have to register, so I guess it's so people don't abuse that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm fat.
I stubbed
You
my
gotta show
toe.
medical records and shit.
I think you have to show some kind of record. Yeah. You have to video chat so they can see that you're, a little messed up.
How does that work exactly? Because I mean, do I have would I have to show them the stitches on my leg to like
I mean, I don't.
verify?
I have no idea what would go along with that.
That's interesting. How would
That-
they be able to video chat and know your disability? I
I
guess
don't. I don't.
if it's something like actually like more physical, like
Mhm.
in cookies like point of view.
Yeah.
Obviously they would be able to tell you, no, he has a disability, but for me,
Yeah.
all I really have is stitches. So
Yeah.
I don't think they have to see. I think they just have to have on paper and a voice recording that this conversation happened.
Yeah. Probably
You know
just.
that.
I mean, they probably have
like
some kind of
verification.
Yeah.
Like would they ask me to try and stand up or something?
I don't think they go that far. I think they just. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. I've never done it, so I have no idea what goes into what they need.
About to do it.
just to do it.
But I don't have Disneyland money, so can't do it yet.
You get that disability paychecks.
I don't.
No, I said get them.
Oh. I got denied.
Oh. Anyways, I know Universal also offers the same program. I don't know how much different it is. I don't know if you've done it before, George, since you've been to Universal.
Yeah, so I did it, and I mean, I didn't have to do any like verification or anything, because I was walking around with my cane, so
Yeah.
I guess
They said let him
there was all the verification that they really needed.
let him
Yeah, so I don't know if that's like normal or not,
Yeah.
but at least that was my experience, and I pretty much just got to go to like the fast pass line
Mhm.
instead of having to wait in like the regular queues.
Yeah.
So, um,
So when you went to Universal, it was just more you show them this, I guess a ticket or something, and they just let you go through the fast pass line, right?
yeah, yeah. It was this thing on the app.
Oh, okay. Because
I think it was.
I know for Disney, it's not like as straightforward. I think you more so book times that you can go, like you pre-plan where you want to go in your day, which I find a little less convenient, I guess, because obviously, what if you don't want to do that at that time, or what if there's no time they have for that accommodates what you want to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I find, because I think before it was you just are able to go through the fast pass line and then you get like a bunch of tickets and you just go through. But I think now that obviously COVID and their use of technology and wanting to make it more thing on your phone, I think it's just more complicated now than it ever is. Even with the normal fast pass now with Disney, it's so complicated and costs money. I'm surprised this doesn't cost money.
So what happens? Well, I haven't been to Disney in a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. You go first.
So like, you go on a ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you end up exiting at like a whole different area?
Not really. You exit towards the front again. Like there's the exits off to the side, but you still end up passing through the like near the front of the entrance of the ride again.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say like, you take your scooter with you or something, but then you leave it there.
Well,
And, like,
they usually for some rides it's like you get off right by the entrance of the ride. Like say if it's a roller coaster, you get off your scooter right when you get onto the roller coaster, right, and then you get off right where you get on. So
okay.
your scooter's right there waiting for you. But I know there's some rides where you can't take your scooter with you and you park it like near the exit, so when you get off the ride, it's right there.
Yeah.
So they have their ways of making it convenient so you don't lose your scooter, or I don't think anyone's gonna steal your scooter because you take the key with you. But
So, yeah. So in that instance, do so like because they usually have at least from my memory, they have a way for wheelchairs to access. I think the exit of every ride.
they probably do.
I want to say that's how it works because usually when I see people like with their wheelchairs and stuff, it's at the end of the ride.
Yeah.
Like even at a Six Flags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Is like
They have to
you go
accommodate
up
for it.
that way, yeah. Because on some of the rides we did go through the exit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it kind of just depends on what the line does.
Yeah, for sure. If the line's
And
going upstairs, obviously the scooter can't go through the main line.
yeah,
Because
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there is.
But in that case, I think they usually have an elevator
or elevator, or you go through the
or
exit.
like a lift of some sort.
Yeah.
And then I asked the person that bought the tickets, and they filled out a little IAC thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for and this is for Universal. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the same for Disney and stuff.
Yeah.
They just needed a picture of me, like my contact info and a doctor's statement.
Okay, so probably the main thing is the doctor's statement. That is what they look for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely, because it was like a surprise visit for me, so I didn't really like know the ins and outs of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So you need those three things to get
For Universal.
yeah, they call it like the IAC, I
Okay.
guess.
Interesting.
I think they're not allowed to like really
but
get
in
into detail.
yeah,
But it's something.
I guess it's just the doctor's note.
Just like a picture of like your full body, or like a picture just of headshot, a shoulder.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was just like an ID picture. Because
Oh,
nobody
okay.
nobody asked me for like a full on.
Let me see a
body
full
shot of
body
me.
picture of you, please, real quick.
Yeah, then yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's it. I just looked on the website. It's the recent photograph serving as ID, contact details, and the doctor's note.
Okay.
Which, thinking back on it, I should have known something was what was up when I was asked for it, but I thought they were just curious about what the note said.
Mm-hmm.
But on the bright side, the note I have is indefinite. So
So if we need
yeah,
it again, just
yeah. When we go to Disney or something next, then
yeah,
I got to slot
find a
in.
line pass. They're like, you look
I
fine,
got to
sir.
slot in.
You're like,
But,
my back.
I'm bringing the cane with me, brother. I'm bringing
the
the
pin
cane.
cane. Moving away from talking about like how or like what you could use, like what would, if you were there and you were like in a wheelchair, what would you want there to be to help you get around? Like I know most of the time they accommodate for mostly disabled people because a lot of people come to their parks, so they would think 20% of these people are disabled somehow, so we probably have to build the park around them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you want to see if it wasn't there? What would you want them to have? In a way, I guess, because they have like certain like roller coasters. They have certain cars for people that are disabled that probably can't even change, and they can sit in their wheelchair in the car, or more leg room for people that are a bigger size, or those kind of things.
I are there any like steeper hills at Disney? I don't really remember.
Not really. Most of them are pretty gradual in the grade, and if there is, there's always another way around. I know.
Yeah, I was about to say because I know if we're talking Six Flags, they have that big hill that has Tatsu on it, and like there's a tram that goes up there, but it's only on one side of the park. So if you're not on that side of the park, then you either have to get pushed up the hill, or you have to go all the way around the park
just to get up to the hill.
Yeah, just to get up to the top of the hill by Superman.
Okay. I think Disneyland in itself is pretty,
Pretty flat, yeah, because
flat.
Anaheim.
Yeah, it's Anaheim, so it's not hills unless you go further out. But I think for most part, Disneyland, even if there's
Yeah, 'cause
stairs somewhere, they also have an elevator for people that are obviously in a wheelchair or can't walk upstairs.
yeah, because that was the thing at
Oh,
Universal.
that
You know how they have like the Mario Land and like Jurassic Park and stuff down on the
down
lower
4
level.
sets of escalators.
Yeah, so there's actually elevators.
Is there? Because when I
Yeah,
went, I didn't see them.
there's always a line for them, but
Okay.
yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
and when I it's so funny. So you have these people, just trying to take the elevator because they don't want to go down the escalators, and then you have someone like me pulling up with the
Like,
cane, and like everyone looked like down, like they
like
had their head
they're
down and
like,
stuff.
we're not disabled. So
Yeah, no one was making eye contact with me at all.
yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny.
yeah, that's crazy. That Universal is built literally on the side of a hill. Like,
yeah, that is a
you
lot of
have
escalators.
you have like 5 sets of escalators just to get back to the top part of the park from the lower lot, which is I find insane.
Oh yeah, the parking lot was interesting too.
How is the parking lot? Because I
So
wasn't. I stayed on.
yeah, so they have like thousands of parking spots, varying in distance.
Yeah,
And because we have like the disability like plates
you were.
the car we were in, we got sent to like this specific area,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to like park super close. Like I'm pretty sure it was probably underneath like it was like right next to the street basically. So where the street meets the park,
Yeah.
we were like on that building just in like a lower level, and they had like the elevators and stuff right there.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, which was a super gross thing too. um so when we were done with the park and like we were heading home, like someone had thrown up like right in front of the elevator.
Oh, nice.
And so you had, me trying to waddle around it, and like
Not take a big
I
old
was I,
whiff.
wa- I was like, should we go like let someone know? But everyone was just tired and wanted to go home. So
Yeah, that's definitely how you feel after a day at the park. So if you're sitting on your slow scooter, you're just big chilling.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Xavier's gonna be like, what y'all groaning about?" And he goes, beep beep.
Yeah, he's like, man, it's not even that bad. It's been freaking
Shit to breeze.
floating around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Cookie, what would you want to see since you are more in that situation? Like,
I don't know, to be honest. I've been trying to think this whole time.
what about in like your normal life, stairs and all that? What would you wish? I guess because there's stairs, not as many as stairs as probably a normal place like a mall or something.
Well, if there's elevators, I mean, that works.
Yeah,
Not really much else.
true. Trying to think of something at Disneyland that would force you to walk no matter what. There's not much.
Yeah, I'd say like accessibility wise, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Would you ride any of the rides, Cookie? Like a roller coaster or Guardians or anything like that?
Well, I'm not. If we talking like Six Flags or something, I'm not a roller coaster person. But Disney is more like entertainment. It's not really. It's a ride, but it's not a roller coaster. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, there is a roller coaster.
Oh,
It goes upside down.
oh, yeah, no. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I don't mess with roller coasters in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why not?
What do you mean? Freaking.
You like to drive fast? Same thing.
but
Yeah,
but
come on, man.
but in a roller coaster is different. Bro, I'll fly out that shit.
No, you won't.
Bro, the last time I did, my glasses flew off and I passed out for like a millisecond.
Well,
Okay,
hold on.
number one,
hold on your
why would
glasses.
you ride with your glasses on? Oh, I want to see. Boy, you probably had your fucking eyes closed the whole time.
I did because I passed out, bro. I said,
But
I said,
it's you're just going fast. You like to drive fast, so what's the point? What's the difference?
it's a different type of vibe.
No, it's not. It's just going fast.
You usually when people say that, it's, oh, I'm not in control. I'm not in control.
Then it's more safe.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like,
on a track. You're on a
You're
trip.
on, you know, like you don't have California drivers all around you, but
Yeah, those are not in control either.
I would rather freaking f- go on a roller coaster every day of the week than have to drive with the weenies that that drive in California, man.
Yeah, I don't mess with roller coasters, but like
What
all the
about?
other stuff in Disney, I get on.
Do you think you would ride Guardians, George?
Who, me?
No, Cookie.
Oh,
What is it?
Cookie.
Is it a roller
Yeah,
coaster or what?
Nah,
yeah, yeah,
nah, it's
yeah.
not a roller coaster. It's something else.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
I
Is
mean, I've been to like the Simpsons ride, but
that's not a Disney.
That's a 4D ride, though.
is that what you talking about? Is
No,
that what?
Nah,
this is
so
a whole.
Guardians, Guardians is a drop ride basically,
Oh,
Yeah,
but it's not a roller coaster.
it's just up and down.
nah, you won't see me in that.
Yeah, we will. You going on no matter what, bro? What you
You don't
mean?
got a choice, brother. we wheeling you on it.
We gonna drag your little scooter, take the key out, and just pull you on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, bro. If my 69-year-old grandma can ride a roller coaster, you can ride a roller coaster.
I mean, I can. I just prefer not to.
Yeah, I was about to say my older brother despises roller coasters. Like he hates it. If you've ever been to Legoland, there's this like little rink-a-dink like baby ride.
He still freaks out.
Yeah, so it's the blue one. If it's still blue, I haven't been there in a really
I've
long
never been
time,
to
but
Legoland.
it was like this blue, like I want to say it peaked at like maybe 10 miles an hour, if that.
Mhm.
And he was like crying on it,
Oh my
and
god.
I think that was the last time he ever went on a roller coaster. That was when we were like maybe 9 or 10. So I definitely know that there's people that don't like roller coasters, but
I mean, initially when I started, I was terrified of roller coaster because my dad forced me on a roller coaster at like 7.
yeah.
So that's just a little trauma. But all of a sudden, it's just switch and I'll ride a roller coaster 20 times in a day. I don't know.
Well, yeah. That's the funny thing. Back, I want to say maybe I was around the same age, like 10, 9, 10, around there.
Mhm.
We had went to Disneyland, and it was my first time on Space Mountain.
Oh,
I was terrified. Like I clung to my dad. Like I would not let go. I didn't have my eyes open for like 90%
well,
of the
you can't even
ride.
see anything anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it didn't matter to me. My eyes were closed.
It was dark no
I
matter
could have
what.
been seeing the secrets of the universe. I wouldn't have had my eyes open.
Bro, I can help
Um,
you. I got scared
but
in the cars ride.
What,
but
bro?
cars,
That's
right?
like what
The
you're doing normally in driving. It's literally
the
driving.
Radiator Springs one. I got
Yeah,
scared.
bro.
That's actually
That's
insane.
crazy.
That's actually crazy. But yeah, anyway, so after that I was like no, I can't do roller coasters. It's not it. Well, another 2 years goes by, so like around like I guess 12, 13, I went to Six Flags for the first time, and we went on Revolution,
Mhm.
and it like something changed, like that
Like
like that Vegeta meme, like
something,
something just snapped.
something. I think I was the same way because for my 8th grade like trip, we went to Great
Yeah.
America up here, and I guess I just didn't want to baby out in front of all my friends at the time, and just like, oh, I don't want to go on a roller coaster. And I said, okay, and I went on pretty much every roller coaster we could have.
Yeah, so I went from not being able to handle Space Mountain to riding on Goliath 7 times in a row.
Bruh.
Ma-
I might have to go with y'all someday.
Imagine Cookie
Yeah.
going on freaking Space Mountain. He won't know what to do, bro.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Bro, I
for
can imagine
sure.
you screaming like, "Ah!"
Because
Oh,
me and our friend Alberto went on it 7 times in a row, and the only reason we didn't go the 8th time was because we were too lightheaded.
oh no.
We needed some water.
You need to get some agua real quick. But I guess
I'll do it if we go.
He's gonna be.
Do they have
He's gonna be trembling.
So around like the shops and stuff, especially with the rails and stuff, like around Main Street where they have like the trolley tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it easy for like the wheelchairs and stuff to get
Oh yeah.
around that area?
Yeah.
Because I know, like with my cane, you know, with the cane, if you're not paying attention, you could easily
missing.
like yeah, like miss and hit either like the track or
Yeah.
something like that. I
I-
mean, obviously that would be your own fault at that point, but
Like,
um,
soon.
do they have like designated crosses across Main Street that have like a break in the track, or would you have to go around?
You would probably have to go around, but for the most part, the track isn't that bad for a wheelchair because the wheels are actually pretty big on both the
Yeah,
electric
'cause
vehicles and the wheelchair.
I think it might be pretty even, but there's always that chance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you know what I mean?
You get stuck and
Like,
then
yeah, because you see people with strollers get like stuck on it.
yeah, I've seen people struggle with strollers, but that's because they got their heavy ass kids in it, and all their.
Well, I mean, if you're getting pushed around in a wheelchair, you know,
just do, he just spills onto the street.
yeah, because I know when I was in a wheelchair, like I would have to get like dragged up backwards because it has bigger wheels.
Yeah.
So I guess you could do that, but like if you're not getting dragged, like if someone's not pushing you around, then I think it would be a little difficult to get over things like that.
The real question is, would we push Cookie around, or would we make him buy an electric vehicle and have
Oh no, he's for sure buying that electric scooter.
Yeah, I want that.
Sure.
I'm gonna be speeding through, bro.
you're gonna be fucking hitting kids in the ankles and pissing people off
Sure, I might buy one too.
just to do it.
Scooter.
Rolling up deep.
Double whammy.
Yeah, that's the one.
With two disabled people, we could do two passes at the same time.
That's the bad thing though, is all the people when it's like when you're leaving something, or when it's closing, and it's just people just going in any direction they feel like. It's just like
Oh yeah,
so frustrating.
So with big crowds, when I was in my wheelchair, I went to like a fair, you could call it. And yeah, people just kind of didn't care I was there. It was actually pretty eye-opening.
Especially kids.
Like
kids won't care at all.
You would honestly be surprised that it was more adults than any kid ever ran into me. Either they weren't paying attention or they just didn't care. I can't really say, but it was definitely an eye-opener for sure. To see just how many people would bump into me, not say sorry, bump into me and just like kind of stare at me like I was in their way.
And they're like, look at this peasant sitting in the chair.
yeah, and so like I was in my wheelchair and I had my crutches like across my lap. So I like after like the fourth or fifth time of somebody bumping into me and not saying sorry, I had my sister start pushing me. And I just had my crutches like out in an A shaped with my arms, so I made just like a barrier so I could get through, and people actually moved out the way at that point.
Yeah.
Because I think when entering and leaving the park, it's better if you have a disabled person in your party to wait for the crowds to die down, or do they have wheelchair specific line?
So I was gonna say, is there like a specific exit?
Yeah, like getting into and out of the park, because I know they have like in the middle of the turnstiles they have those disability gates.
The pass through, yeah.
Yeah, but do they have like a specific line for people with like the actual disability pass?
No, I don't think so. I think because the middle pass through is only.
That would be too much. Like,
yeah, it's kind of hard to because it's
like
everyone's trying to leave.
I mean, to dedicate one line, one tiny section.
True.
To just people with the disability pass. I mean.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have it be that full stall. You know what I mean? That like the normal ones have. It could just be like a side gate almost.
Yeah.
As long as it's big enough to fit like a wheelchair through. I mean.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, I think their exiting process is a little easier than the entrance. So maybe I would think it would make more sense to have it like if you're going into the park, so you have your own dedicated area, because maybe it'll take you a little longer to get through or squeeze through or something, because leaving the park is because they have them all for leaving, so you can just go right through the middle.
Yeah,
And then
because like that's why I think if they would have something off to the side, it doesn't matter whether you're entering or exiting, you can just go to that side area.
true, yeah,
Because
What
only
about
people with the
the?
passes and their parties would be going there.
yeah,
You know how like at the end they have those carts where they can drive you to your car or something?
yeah.
Oh, the
To
little
to like
trams.
to the parking lot, because the parking lot's not
Yeah.
close to Disney. Yeah,
So do you know if there's like a space for the wheelchair there or something? Or
Yeah, I think
there
the
has to
front.
be. I think
Yeah,
there
the
is,
front. I think
because
has spots.
I know obviously you can't take the electric cart back to your car because you rent it in front of the park. So you return that, and then you would either walk your way back to the tram,
uh,
because you're renting from Disney. It's not like you're renting from
Yeah, like
yeah,
the like tram company or
yeah,
bus company, however far you're going or
yeah.
what you're taking to get back.
I know if you're staying at hotels near the park, they offer rentals, but then I feel like
Oh
you
yeah, but that's a Disney property at that point, anyways, isn't it? Or
no,
do you
because
mean like other
like other
other
hotels, like
hotels?
a Marriott hotel or a Hilton hotel, they offer some kind of service that you can rent from a third party at the hotel, so you can take your scooter back to the hotel. But then again, you're not going on a tram if you're gonna be on a hotel near across the street.
Yeah.
So you just go outside, across the street, and go to your hotel and park it there. So then.
Interesting.
But if you're renting directly from Disney, you have to. There's like a little area just before the gates where you pay, and they give you a electric vehicle, and you just go right through the front.
Yeah. Hmm.
So there will still be some walking, but I think your feet will be enough walking just to walk 200 feet to the tram. I hope.
yeah, I was just wondering,
Or we'll throw you on our back and carry you.
like Yoda.
Yeah. It's a Disney. Yoda is a part of Disney. You can cosplay as Yoda and Luke.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would go eat after that, so you have to walk to the restaurants. But we can.
Well, I mean,
They're right there.
they should have. I mean, because in Cookie's situation, he's gonna need something.
He can lean on you when he's not strong. I mean, you could take the wheel or the electric vehicles to the food area, the district downtown Disney, which is all the restaurants, shops. You can take it over there because it's still Disney property.
Yeah, because like you could have like a regular wheelchair
But
to get to the park, and then like once you get there, you could.
well, yeah, because if we
How would that work?
cause I don't know
Yeah,
if you can drop off your own wheelchair. I mean, you
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, who? Unless someone takes it back to the car or
Yeah,
something, like.
yeah,
no.
yeah. I guess you would just have to find a way to get there first.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if you can drop off your own wheelchair because then that makes no sense. You can just push them
Yeah,
over if you're bringing your
Well, I
own
mean, if
wheelchair.
you want to upgrade
Sure.
to,
I
Electric.
would want to upgrade.
You
EV
want EV? You get the Tesla.
for real.
Yeah.
yeah, I wonder if that's a thing. That would be
I think that's too good
something.
to be true. I think someone's gonna just have to walk back the wheelchair to the car.
Let me see
You know,
if I can look it up real quick.
that
But
is a good point, though, George.
I mean, all they would have to do is put it in the back room and slap your name on it.
true. Okay.
They don't want to be liable for any loss or damage.
Oh yeah. No duh.
Well, they probably have some sort of disclaimer, like not responsible for lost items or something like that.
I don't see anything about. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know what to search. If you bring your own, and then will they hold it? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't feel like really skimming through all this.
Diving too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move this conversation to a little different. Did you guys see that at Universal they're building a Fast and the Furious themed roller coaster?
No, I
all,
didn't.
all they have right now is like the TV one, right? Like the
Well, this will be like a real roller coaster.
No, all they had was the on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
they had the tour one, and then they had like the one where it's like you drive in the screen.
Yeah. So
They didn't. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
new
you're
one.
right.
the
Mhm.
one. So they announced on This is an article that doesn't have a date on it. Awesome.
So it's just a roller coaster, but branded after Fast and
Yeah.
Furious.
So on July 13th they announced the new roller coaster Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift is the name of it. So you can potentially drive in Dom's car as a roller coaster, drifting down the.
That's true. Huh? The seats are gonna be like car designed, maybe.
Oh, I would definitely think that the theme of the ride or like the coaster would be like a car design for sure.
Yeah, because what else are you gonna do? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense to have like one be like Dom's car, then Brian's car, and like different cars from the different movies.
Yeah. Trying to see. They don't have much details on it yet. Just the name and how fast it might go. It says it'll go 120 miles per hour.
Ooh,
That's very fast.
the speed of family.
Can't deny the speed of family. But yeah, so you'll be able to ride that at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Universal's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, dude.
You're not gonna go on that because you won't do it for family,
I would.
or would you do it for family? Because family will guide you to your destination.
Yes.
But yeah,
Family's always the answer.
family is always the answer, even in these crazy movies. But I think that was an interesting topic to talk about because obviously these are things that people don't think about when they go because most people go and
Yeah, like,
pretty
yeah, like
much
the average.
the average person can walk. Not saying you're not an average person, Cookie. Not saying that anyway.
I'm
But
on average.
anyways, we don't need to comment about that on this. That's a different thing we can talk about.
Yeah,
or
that's a
different-
little out of our scope. Though, but
yeah. But yeah, it was interesting to talk about obviously your guys' experiences, what you would want. Kind of went off the rails at the end with the roller coaster stuff. But thanks for being on, George.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Cookie. Until next
Glad to
time,
be here again.
most likely we'll be talking about something. What?
Yeah, we'll find something to talk
Well,
about.
there'll be something that we can include in these boys, and maybe we'll have Bert and Brandon back on, inserting
Yapping
their
it up.
yapping and swearing it up, making the next episode rated R, like I had to do for the first episode. But thank y'all for listening. Not really watching, because who watches a podcast? And there's nothing to watch because we're not on video. But thanks for listening to the Park Hoppin' Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony. Thank you again, George, Cookie. Have a good night, y'all.
Bye.
See you.